Hi everyone, welcome back. This is numbers 4 and 5 of 100 Days of Creating for me. I wanted to do something quick. Today I'm using a card. I'm going to decorate this card and then stick it on my page. I wanted to do something really quick and simple, and I don't know, sometimes when you're in a mood and you just want to get it done and you just put stuff down and you make quick decisions. That was how I felt today, which is good because I didn't have much time. So I had these papers that I did some printing on. There were some leaf prints, and it's kind of cool because it's the colors of my country flag, red, black and white. Although it kind of looks gray, but it was black. So I wanted nice rough edges. I didn't want everything to be all neat and pristine. So I stuck that down. I'm just measuring the card to see if it will fit nicely on the page without overlapping too much. And it did. So I have these black strips. It's just some scraps. I had some scrap paint on a page, and I liked how it looked. I liked the pattern of it, so I kept it. And I am just putting things down. I have papers on my desk. I have a little box with some scraps that I chose to keep on my desk to specifically use whenever I'm doing this in my journal, my 100 days. Of course, I will be pulling from other places, but yeah. And I found this juicy piece. Oh my, isn't it lovely? Look at that. Look at that. When I saw it, I was like, ooh, this is fantastic. So I wanted to keep that ring. I just found it looked so good. I really wanted to keep it. And so I just kind of ripped around it. I didn't want such a straight image. So I ripped around it so I could keep my circle and just, yeah, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then to highlight it, I put this lighter strip next to it so you'll be able to see it even more, and I just love it. So here we go, it's fitting nicely on my page. And then I have this strip with the messy stitching. My sewing machine gives some trouble sometimes, which actually works out well for creating in my art. So of course I kept it, and I chose the word decisive today because this page happened very quickly. I made very quick decisions, so I felt that it was extremely appropriate. And it also reminded me to just, in my life, sometimes I really just need to be very decisive and make the decision. Most times I know that it's the right one I'm supposed to make anyway. Just make the decision and get it done. So I'm just bordering my word. I'm using a marker. I added some color to it because it was just too white against the page. And yeah, so it's just like a little gold kind of shimmer, very, very light. So when I turn my page, my book, and I hold my book a certain way, it gives it a nice glitter effect. I probably should have put some somewhere else on the card, but I didn't. But I could always do that after. And then the book page ties in nicely with parts of the background. And then there's script on the book page as well as script on the piece with the black on it. So I just felt it tied in very nicely. And I love that there's thread hanging off. I love the messy look of the thread. I love it. So I really like this page. I was trying to decide if I should add some more print of the same color, which I used behind the word decisive. But it didn't feel right, and I just chucked it aside. So I'm going to stick this down, and I like it. It's very nice. Now I'm going to stamp my number. This is number 4. And I just have to figure out where to stamp. Again, I cannot find my stamp pad. I have no clue where it is, but I know I'll find it. And I'm just using some ink. It's just some poster paint. Not ink, this is paint. I'm using some paint and I just stamped the number 4. I really am enjoying using my letters because I haven't used them in a long time and they've just been parked up. So yes, and at this point I realized that the word was too much to the center and I didn't like that. So I'm trying to shift it a little more to the left, which helped a bit. I wanted it a little more left, but you know, it is what it is. So that's number 4. I was just checking over my pages and I really like them. Now I'm going to work on page 5, day 5. I was trying to decide what am I going to do. So I have these stained colors, which are tannish finish with a hint of yellow, which looks good with blue. And I didn't want to cover up the entire page of the blue because I like the print. I like the texture of it as well. So I actually found some pieces that I had cut out. I backed and I cut out, and they all have a 5 on it. So I thought that would be cool because this is day 5, and that's what was similar about those pieces. They all have the number 5 somewhere on it. So what I decided to do with this was create as well a number 5. And I'm trying to decide how to do it, if I should do it separate or keep it together. And I decided to keep it together. I'm just going to stencil the number 5 in a nice bold black, and then I'll go from there. Alright, so that's done, and I'm just going to put it back on my page, and I really like how that looks. I really like it. So I'm just putting my pieces around. I really like this piece in the middle. I found it looked like, you know, like you connected it, and I thought it would be really cool if I probably use some hoops and put it in the middle so it's connected and it looked like a bridge, but I wasn't sure. And then I couldn't find my awl, and I'm not sure where my hoops are. Not sure if I had any more left. So I didn't want to get up and look around, so I just started trying to get some pieces to put behind my other 2 cutouts with the 5, just to make up time and to give me time to think as well. So I'm just pulling pieces that I think would match on my page with the number 5. So I have the string, well, the thread, which I could never find the end of, and I just got fed up and I just ripped it open and I cut it. I was like, not today, you're not stressing me out today. I'm not gonna spend 5 minutes looking for the end of a string, of your thread. So I just pulled out piece, cut it, and so now I have several ends. So I should not be in any trouble, right? Moving forward. Yeah. So I'm just using a piece of my triangle bandage. Love the texture of this. I really do. And because it's so sheer, you know, it's very light, it's easy to shred. So I'm just cutting piece from this too, and I'm going to use it behind my 5-cent piece as well. As always, gonna put some splashes down, trying the dainty way of just tapping it with my forefinger. But as you can see, I just kind of got fed up and I was like, nope, it's not doing what I wanted to do. So I use my other hand to tap it and I get some more splashes. I wanted it a little more blobby, you know, not too delicate. And then I thought, because I have the coffee dyed piece on top, I think it would be cool to have it somewhere else on my page. So I'm gonna tuck piece underneath there, just for it to show a little bit. And I'm liking what I see, so I'm gonna start sticking down before I change my mind too much. And because I have the thread under the 295, I'm going to put piece under my 5 cents. So it will have thread somewhere else on the page and it wouldn't just look like a standalone piece. So that's pretty much it. Here's a moving close-up so you can see all the juicy textures, all my elements. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.